Today, I think we're gonna do a smoky eye, just with neutral colors, and a neutral lip, just a nude look today. Wanna look like a band-aid. Let me be honest with you guys. I have not showered today. It may look like I have a cute outfit on. I worked out earlier, and full disclosure, I just threw this shirt on and put a headband in my hair after I washed my face after my workout. I just want to look nice for you guys, but it's all a lie. Let's start off with throwing stuff today. So today is actually my mom's birthday, and 2 days ago was my dad's birthday, and the 19th, today's the 25th, my dad's is the 23rd of April, and my brother's is the 19th. So it has been a busy month for my family, even though we're in quarantine. Gotta keep up. And we're currently making some chocolate cake with some homemade fudge frosting for my mom. It is the best frosting you will ever have in your entire life. I mean, it's like crack. It is so good. To the point where it's ruined store-bought baked goods for me. I cannot do store-bought. Because I've been spoiled with cakes made from love. It just tastes better. This is probably my favorite brush. Right here. It is a dual end. Came from the ABH palette. It came with one in the Subculture palette and one in the Riviera, I can't read it upside down, palette that I don't use as much, but maybe I'll use it today. Let's see. But I really like them. They're not too fluffy, so it's easy to, it's a great brush for blending out just a little bit, because if I use a fluffier brush, sometimes it goes all the way up to my eyebrow, and I don't want it that high, but it's hard to control with a bigger brush. So I just kind of go over my crease. And then the other side's really good for compact, like packing down eyeshadow if you're doing color or dark colors on inner corner, outer corner. But I'm just gonna go in with this light brown on the crease, blend it out. And then let's look at this other one. I literally have 3 palettes in my lap right now. That should just be one palette. We're gonna just take the darkest one, it's Palm in the Riviera palette, and pack it down. Just gonna use this side of the brush for now, even though I just told you otherwise. And pack it down right here. Blend it upwards all over the lid. And then I'll use the other side to actually get right up on that lash line. So this book I've been reading is it's by Rachel Hollis. It's like a self-help and motivational book, and she's a badass entrepreneur. And the book is Girl Wash Your Face. I know she has another one out there that's more entrepreneur focused, but I'm not an entrepreneur, so I really liked the one she has right now that I'm reading. And it just is like, I found, at first I didn't like motivational self-help books because I just thought they were cheesy, and they are. They really are. that's just part of it. But I really like this book. It's a really good way to start my day. I've found that I really enjoy waking up and having my coffee and reading a chapter and not going directly to my phone, which is really hard to do nowadays. Very, very hard. It's just comforting to read. It's just one of those books that really shows you that all of your feelings are justified for whatever you're going through. Each chapter she has is a different lie that she believed in, and like, oh, I'm not good enough, or oh, one of them was, oh, I'm bad at sex, and then she goes through that. Oh, look, and she goes through that and just explains how she got through all of these problems that were issues in her life, and it's really motivational at the end. This is not an ad, I just really like the book. I'm almost done with that one, so if there's any other, self-help, motivational podcasts or books, because sometimes I just really like to have a tangible book. I want to be able to turn the page physically. It's nice to have that every once in a while. I do love podcasts though. Trying to listen to those. Mostly about the same thing, mostly about positivity and health and fitness. I used to listen to murder all the time. I don't know if you guys have heard of My Favorite Murder. That was my shit. That was so good. That was such a good show. Podcast, whatever. It was funny, it was lighthearted, even though it was about murder. But I found that I got really paranoid. And when I moved, I was living moved into the bottom floor. And there's a big window right next to my bed. And there's a lake in my backyard and a little bit of a forest. And I found that I got a little nervous come bedtime and a little paranoid because all I listened to were murder scenarios. So I had to cut that out. Got to be a little bit much. I remember the first night that I came and moved in here, I could not sleep. Could not fall asleep. My fear was that I'm such a heavy sleeper that, I don't know why this would happen, but if someone were to walk by that window, which they wouldn't, it's not like it's a public area or anything, my basement porch is right there, so it's like no one would be back there. But if for some reason someone were back there and wanted to shine a light in and see what was going on in my room, I would sleep 100% sleep through it, because I'm just a very heavy sleeper. And that worried me because I wouldn't know until it was too late if they wanted to kill me or something, I don't know. But I had to switch it up to something a little bit more lighthearted. I've listened to Call Her Daddy, that was a good show. I only listened to it for a little bit. I got a little bit tired of it. It's kind of the same stuff. So we moved on. I always end up somehow blending higher than I wanted, because I really like the look of like it kind of stopping just a little bit lower, but I just start too high and you don't know how to control it. Just some of this shimmery right in the inner corner, kind of like a golden coppery, not super copper, not a lot of red in it, but might have to go back into that later. Whenever I do really dark pigmented eyeshadow, I have an issue with my eyeshadow creasing, and I don't normally, but with with like brown especially. I do, and I don't know what it is. I use primer and I use concealer. I know everyone has that problem sometimes, but it's just annoying. Why? Just doing a little bit of black. I'm trying to get that waterline under there, but it is so hard to me. I don't know how people do it. Such a tiny area, it's so hard. I'm not used to it. And I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit. Into the brown. I haven't done this type of look in a really long time. I keep finding myself wanting to do bright colors, and sometimes I get bored with the more common looks, because I think most people would choose to do like a brown smoky eye versus, you know, purple eyeliner. But purple eyeliner is so much fun. I would wear it every day. So Georgia just opened back up for the quarantine. Not entirely, but they're starting to open back up. And I know Michigan just extended their shelter in place. So I'm wondering if you guys think that Georgia's making a big mistake, or if ultimately it's not going to make that much of a difference. I know that people say that it's going to have a second wind. COVID's going to have a second wind and be really bad. But I just don't know. I mean, if it is, then will it make that big of a difference if we wait another couple of weeks and then it happens then? But this way we can at least get society and these businesses up and running. Or will it act like, I don't know, what's the right call? What do you guys think? Because I don't know. I see the pros and cons to both sides, but it's so hard to know. Like, you don't know. It's scary. I want that to be a little dark. I feel like I can already see it creasing. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my waterline. Oh, something I've been really wanting to do in my spare time. I'm trying not to just like watch a whole bunch of TV, because I know there's better ways I can be spending my time, but I want suggestions, not just for any TV show or movie, but for childhood movies. Like, what were your favorite movies growing up that made like an impact on your childhood and memories, or I don't know, anything monumental? They'd be really cool. Because do you guys ever think about, you completely forget about a memory or a movie or something that happened until something sparks it and brings it up and reminds you, and you have this whole realization of part of your life that you completely forgot about before. It's such a bizarre feeling. I want to remember them. Putting this all on top of my shimmery that I put on, but it just looks really dark right there. And I didn't do it beforehand. I'm trying to be quieter over on my side of the camera, because I watched my last video and it was so loud, and I apologize. I didn't realize how loud my brushes and everything were. I mean, straight up, I was watching it and it was like why? Why am I like this? I don't know, and I'm sorry. Oh, geez. now that I've knocked everything over, lashes, we can do that. I keep getting compliments on these and people keep asking me about them. I got these really cheap. They were like I think they might have been like $3 or $4, but if you go to Target, I mean, really nice, pretty lashes like this are like $8. So I suggest going to beauty stores. The closest one I found is in Noonan, but that's what I found, that they have a lot of makeup stuff and tools and edge gel and brushes and everything for a lot cheaper than at stores that aren't specifically designed for that. I need me a close-up mirror. Aha! Problem solved. Wow. Oh, and also, always trim your lashes, because it actually looks, in my personal opinion, ridiculous when people don't trim their lashes. They start, I mean, these are even really long. And I don't mean like length of the lash, I just mean how long they are compared to your, like, hold it up to your eye and cut off a few pieces. Like sometimes like this is how much I've cut off on certain lashes. Like, can you imagine? This is what it looks like. And if you don't trim them, it gives the illusion that your eye is droopy. If it starts right here and goes all the way down here, it makes your eye look like sad, or just, to me, really, I don't know, it looks really strange. I don't know how to describe it. But a lot of people I found don't know that you're supposed to trim lashes. They're not made for every single eyeball shape, you know, or in size. You have to modify it to match your own. That's in the middle of my eyelid. It'll do. I'll do, donkey. I'll do. Anyone else a child? Yeah. Just go. I try not to part them right in the middle, because when I am doing my makeup, because if I do, they'll just stay that way. Like, straight up will just be like, oh, you want me to go here? Okay, fine. And then they won't go back, and they'll be like a part. Permanent part. It looks funny. Okay, get on. That's what I want. Give me all the acne. Hey, Mom.
Yeah, I'm in the basement.
I know, I'm in the basement. What are you doing?
I'm getting stuff out of the freezer. Let me know if you want me to make a guest appearance, Sam.
You want to come say hi?
No.
Okay. Exit the birthday girl. My dad and I just painted my room. It's almost like a mint green. It's like a lime green, but like mint. I don't know, it's a light green. And so she was in there just chatting away. And I'm like, hey, I'm recording something. Should have told her, I should have known. Should have known. I don't know what I'm doing with my hand, just my T-Rex arm. Don't mind me. Sir, can you guys hear that? It is just not my day. I was not meant to record today. Honestly, I need a good camera. I'm recording on my iPhone. So that's why the video shows up weird when I post it, like small, I think. And that's why it's not great quality. So if you guys have suggestions for cameras that aren't super expensive, or camera holders, tripods, camera holder, or studio lighting or backdrops. As you can tell, the one that I have, that's actually the back of it. And the other side, the main side, is like, I can't remember what color it is. It's blue. It's navy blue brick. What? Navy blue brick. And it came in just backdrops that just weren't what I wanted. One of them's like a red barn, but it's really dark and like kind of creepy. Red barn with like a window, like a greenish window pane. And they're just too dark and like eerie looking for makeup videos. So I painted them. I have a spray painted one pink. It's like a salmon color that I've used before. And I have like a sky blue one. And then I spray painted the back of this one white. And it was already pretty much white. So sometimes I like to have, I'll flip it upside down and use the white brick because I think it looks nice. If I could just have actual white brick behind me, that'd be ideal. But it's in the middle of my room, so I can't do that. And then I sprayed the top half white, which is very blotchy because I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, any advice on what I should be using or what might make this better for you guys, let me know. Let a girl know. I am not a professional. I only use a little bit of bronzer because I'm very pale and I just don't think that it looks natural on me. If you're tan or have olivey skin or warm toned skin, then use as much as you want. But for me, that is not the case. There's a hair in my nose. Okay, it shall live there now. Alright. I used to do really harsh contour also. I thought it was cool, I guess. I don't really know. My skin's looking pretty oily right now. Probably because I just put oil on it. This is honestly just a nude lipstick that I have that's like it's probably from Kroger or Target. I think it's probably from Target. $2.15, totally toppy, Maybelline. Just nude, and I really like it for natural. It's just a really good nude for me. My skin tone, it's like almost the same color. Add some lips. Oh, it's a little blotchy. Oops. Okay, a little bit of Monica in my life. And I didn't cut the edges super hard, just cause I kind of want to blend. I'm gonna put eyeshadow on the bottom and I want to kind of blend it into that a little bit. Sometimes I'll do more of a rounder. I'm just throwing stuff everywhere today. A rounder eyeshadow. Instead of drawing it out more, I will kind of take the eyeshadow into like a circle. So I'll do it higher up and really low on the bottom. So it kind of makes a circle, just depending on what look I'm doing. Sometimes I really like that. All right, and then we're going to do my I'm gonna do my eyebrows first, I think, and then I'll do the eyeshadow on the bottom. I'm gonna act like I know what I'm doing here. I also used to kind of obsess about covering up my acne, my blemishes really well. But I just think that it looks worse. People have acne, people have blemishes. If you cake on a bunch of makeup, it's gonna look really bad. It's gonna look like you caked on a bunch of makeup, which is not the goal. I swear every single day that I do my eyebrows, they turn out a different shape. I want to do, let me know what you guys think if you'd be interested in seeing it, but I want to do a like super dramatic, super cartoony, like drag makeup look video. That just looks like so much fun. I want to cover my face in eyeliner and blush. Those are not very even, are they? It's got a whole, like, 4 different angles in it. Does it look better? What does it look the same? Be honest. Okay, now. Good enough. I need to dye my eyebrows again. Planning on going on a walk later, and I know my makeup's just gonna melt right off. And if you see me walking, I didn't do my makeup to go on a walk, okay? Even if I did, so what? And now we're gonna go in with that dark brown underneath. We're almost done. Hang in there. Stay with me. Ooh, you know what I had for breakfast today? It was actually really good. It was on a plan that I was kind of skeptical about, but turned out really yummy. It was oatmeal, and I put some almond milk in it and some chia seeds in it, and pear and ginger root, and I like both of those things separately. So I was a little skeptical when they told me to cut up fresh ginger root, and put it into my oatmeal. I was like, ew, but I did it, and it was really good. There's also this, I go really low with my bottom eyeshadow. I know that's not normal, and it may be an unpopular opinion, but I just really like it. It almost like gives a grungier, like dirtier look, and kind of like sickly look, I guess. It makes your eyes look a little bit bigger, I think. I really like it. I know I was talking about something earlier, but I have no idea what it was. And it probably wasn't important, if I'm being honest. I need a new mascara too. This is it's like a knockoff Better Than Sex mascara. Voluminous Lash Paradise. I think it's L'Oreal. I think. I'm not spending $20 on mascara, so I highly suggest trying this one out if you like the Better Than Sex one. Just so you guys know, my mom likes to bake. I don't want you guys to think that I'm the worst daughter in the world. She's up there baking her own birthday cake. But I asked her, okay? I asked her, and she said, no, I just like to make it myself so that I know exactly what I like. I said, okay, I can help you if you'd like. But she was chatting with her mom, so she just did it. Just a disclaimer before I get some hate for not helping my poor mother on her birthday. Even though my hair's covering it. Oh, I made a TikTok, guys, and I hate myself a little bit. But I've heard that it's a really good place to find good makeup, so figured I would never know unless I tried it. Still getting used to being in front of the camera, so most of my videos are very awkward. But follow me, and I'll follow you guys back. Show me how it's done. My name is, wait, hold on. My name is, like, Say Yum, but it's also my name. So it's SAYYUMS, Sam's. So it's like Sam's, but it's Sayums, because Sam's is taken. So I had to get creative. And I only have like 4 videos, but there's a really funny one of my dad on his Segway in our neighborhood. I asked him if he wanted to go on a walk. And when I was almost done with my walk, guess who's coming around the corner on a Segway? It's my dad. So that one's pretty funny, I think. And then I usually add bits and pieces from my makeup videos. Like bloopers or something. I'm pretty sure this is a eyeshadow palette that someone gave me. But it's just a bunch of shimmery stuff. It is Wanderous Seascape. And I use Champagne Harbor the most, for sure. And I'm gonna put just a little bit on top because this one's really bright. And then my bow, barrel bone. I have these hairs, my eyebrow hairs, that just straight up grow like downwards. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why, but if they're in a, like, the right place, like the root is in the right place, like the follicle, but they just grow downwards and they make me so angry because I don't want to pluck them because I already don't have eyebrows. But they're just not working with me. That's quite enough. Now that I'm glistening to the high heavens, we're gonna use this Lime Crime lip liner that I love dearly. And the lipstick I use is another drugstore brand. It's L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick. And I have this one in a few colors as well. It's a little bit heavier than some, but it stays on like crazy. I always bring lipstick and touch-ups with me just in case I need them. And for sure, this is one that I never need to touch up because it just stays in place. All shift at work, all night. It'll be on in the morning, like, and it's not hard to get off if you want to get it off, but Yes. Ouch. Pulled out some hair. The earrings are huge. And that is it for my grunge smoky eye. Let me know if my hair is offending you. For how gross it is. Still have on my tennis shoes and leggings, so I'm glad you can't see the bottom half of me. I will be switching into sweatpants once I stop this video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know what you liked, what you don't like, any questions, comments, or concerns. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and quarantine. We have another visitor. Hello? I'm being quiet. No. Okay, I'm trying to film. Hi.
Hey, Sam.
Hey, I'm in the middle of filming a video.
Oh, yeah. She hasn't seen your room. Bye. Hello, everybody.